Way joins them. Two to move in. Light's been switched on over at the 1400. Wajib Star came up into the line. Winged Hope will be the last to join them for the Anzac Day Stakes, a special ceremony to mark the day to follow the running of the first. They're all set. About to break in race number 1. Light flashing, gates are back, Ocean Fast again, dwelt slightly at the start and Chemistry gets back in the field. Cannonball bounced out in front of Elterhood. Jumalik was away quickly, is on the improve up to third there. Grand Archway is around him going forward now, and they're followed by Winged Hope, Mikasa Symphony back on the inside. Then Wajib Star a length and a half further back as Ocean Fast, followed by Ponching and Chemistry last of all. Cannonball led at the 1,000 metres, but now he's being tackled by Winged Hope quickly on the outside, has dashed up to press him for the lead. Gets a neck in front. Grand Archway sits back a length and a half away third. 1.5 Elterhood fourth on the inside of Jumalik, who's now enjoying a pretty good run. About a length further back in the field then came Mikasa Symphony, Ocean Fast on the rail. Then came to the outside as Ponching from Wajib Star, and back last as Chemistry when they bunch and come to the home turn. And the leader is Cannonball from Winged Hope on the outside. Grand Archway 3 deep and 4 deep Jumalik. Mikasa Symphony goes up about 5 wide coming around the home turn. Cannonball leads into the straight. Jumalik quickly up to tackle it as soon as they balance for the run in. On the outside, Mikasa Symphony, Grand Archway under pressure and then Ponching. Elterhood is doing nothing. Jumalik near the 300 metres, gets up on the outside of Cannonball. He's under the whip though, and Grand Archway is starting to sprint quickly on the outside, followed by Ponching and Ocean Fast. Jumalik fighting on, has a head advantage here. On the outside, Grand Archway's trying hard, gets level now. Grand Archway puts the head in front of the favourite. Ocean Fast flies, but Grand Archway wins it a half a length. I'd say Ocean Fast might grab second in front of Jumalik. That's a photo for second placing. They were clear of Cannonball, Mikasa Symphony and Ponching in the centre. A gap to Wajib Star. Back behind it to finish was Chemistry, and towards the end is Elterhood, with back last of all Winged Hope. Number 2. Grand Archway, ridden by Elf Matthews, has taken 400 metres. The race run entirely on the steeplechase track, and they're set to break. In fact, they're off and racing now. The first fence comes up pretty quickly, and Worthy Knight was one of the first out. Hazard's Best didn't jump the first one very well. He lost a bit of ground. Newton went up quickly on the outside of Burrowby Lord to go to the lead. Turf Tavern is prominent third on the inside. Outback Bronze improving quickly, and they're followed 2 lengths back by Tick Over Worthy Knight. Belcapine going forward. About a length and a half further back in the field, Naruma Guy, followed by Usurper going up outside the Arabian. Picasso dropping out to second last, and a length and a half Hazard's Best. Newton at the 1,000 metres on the first circuit. Here's the second fence coming up now. He'd gone away with a big lead over at Newton. Out by the... Oh, one's gone back in the field. Let's see, was it Tick Over, I think? Yes, Tick Over has gone at the second fence to his feet, and so too is the rider. So they came to the third with Newton in front, about 3 to 4 lengths on Burrowby Lord over on the inside of the one moving up Outback Bronze on the outside of him. Belcapine's gone up to fourth now, and then Turf Tavern over on the inside. Back behind them then came Worthy Knight. A length and a half or two then Usurper and the Arabian, and they're followed by Picasso, who's third to last, and Naruma Guy, Hazard's Best, dropped out to last. First down in the lane now, and Newton over at about 3 lengths in front, all jumping that one okay, and it's Newton the leader coming towards the brick wall, the second down the lane. Over it in front of Burrowby Lord up second on the inside. Outback Bronze in third placing. Belcapine a length away fourth, and 3 lengths further back is Turf Tavern. 3/4 then to Worthy Knight. 3 Usurper the favourite, who has only about 4 behind him as they come towards the last one in the lane. Back behind Picasso then is on the outside Naruma Guy, who's not jumping his fences as well as he did the other day. Hazard's Best getting up inside him, and the Arabians dropped out to be last of all as they head out now to the riverside, and there's 4 fences coming up. The treble comes up pretty quickly, and towards the first of them, Newton is being pressed now by Outback Bronze. Newton about 3/4 to Outback Bronze. Burrowby Lord over on the inside in third placing. Belcapine going up on the outside, so it's a good tussle up in the leading bunch now. About 3 lengths away, Worthy Knight, Turf Tavern, and then a length and a half Usurper and Picasso. 4 Hazard's Best, Naruma Guy struggling at the moment when they go to the next one, and back behind him is the Arabian last of all. Here's the third of that treble coming up. Newton still has it from Belcapine 3 wide, and Outback Bronze Bronze in the centre. Oh, Picasso back in the field made a shocking mess of it. Here's the next one coming up. Newton being tackled by Outback Bronze and Balcapine, who both take a slender lead on him now. About 5 lengths away is Burrowby Lord holding down 4th placing. 3 lengths Usurper starting to stoke up and make his run, followed by Turf Tavern. Worthy Knight is under a lot of pressure but responding, and they've got right away 20 lengths in front of Huzzar's Best, Picasso jumping poorly, then Naruma Guy and the Arabian, but they're virtually in another race, the last quartet. Coming past the 1,000 metres, here's the next fence looming up. Balcapine had shot to the lead over Newton, added over it well now, and Balcapine's 3 lengths to Usurper, who's chased hard into second placing. Closing on the leader quickly. Newton is back 3rd, Worthy Knight still under pressure but responding. Burrowby Lord's got back to 5th on the rail when they came towards the next fence, the one before the turn, and Balcapine tackled by Usurper. The favourites taking the lead around the home turn. Worthy Knight under pressure getting to the outside of Newton, then Burrowby Lord battling along strongly, followed by Turf Tavern, and then a long break in the field to Outback Bronze. But coming up towards now the second last the hedge, and Usurper's raced away from Balcapine, a good battle for 3rd. At the second last, over it beautifully is Usurper. He stumbled just a little on landing, but he's 6 lengths in front of Balcapine. Burrowby Lord, Worthy Knight and Turf Tavern fighting out 3rd. Here's the last. Usurper brushing through it. Well clear. Has it well won, Usurper over Balcapine. Turf Tavern's running on pretty well. Might even get up and run second, but Usurper's being eased down over the last 100 metres, and Craig Durden gives him an easy time, and Usurper has bolted in by about 6 or 7 lengths to Turf Tavern. 3rd's gone to Balcapine, just in front of Worthy Knight, Burrowby Lord, and out wider was Newton. Then there's a long break to Outback Bronze. Naruma Guy jumped poorly today, followed by Huzzar's Best, and the Arabian is last to finish. Picasso, who'd been jumping pretty ordinarily, has been pulled out of the race. One to move in, that's Flying Josh Dan trotting up to the line now. All set now. Ready to break over at the 1600, and the starter hits the lever and they're away. And let's see, Quality Way hustled out of the stalls but hasn't got the pace to hold out Purbright, who began very quickly. Aussie Prospector began fast, and so too Flying Josh Dan, who's gone up quickly into second placing now. Gold Boom has got back to second last, sorting themselves out fully, and Purbright in front of Flying Josh Dan, who goes to the lead now but is tackled immediately by Prince Dandan. So it's been a race of changes now at the 1200 metres. Flying Josh Dan joined by Prince Dandan, and 2 lengths away 3rd is Purbright. Vocalist on the outside of her. 2.5 lengths further back Aussie Prospector ahead Quality Way. 2 lengths Exponential, 1 further back Obscenic, and then Gold Boom, and 2.5 to Bradman. 900 metres to go, and Prince Dandan outside Flying Josh Dan. 2 lengths away in 3rd is Vocalist, followed by Purbright 4th, a neck away. 2 lengths then to Aussie Prospector outside Quality Way. 1 Exponential on the inside Obscenic. 1 to Gold Boom spotting the leader about probably 9 lengths coming to the home turn, and Bradman is last of all on the inside. They're inside the 600 metres coming around the turn, and Vocalist had made a quick dash on the outside to join Prince Dandan. Purbright back 3rd. Flying Josh Dan gone on the rail. Aussie Prospector pulls to the outside. Exponential came wide, and Gold Boom came to the extreme outside. In the straight, Prince Dandan shot 2 in front of Vocalist. 2 to Purbright, 2 to Exponential. Bradman getting home along the inside. Gold Boom still coming home down the outside. Prince Dandan at the 200. He's a bit flat to the boards. Here's Gold Boom, and getting up on the inside 2 is Obscenic, but Bradman's hit the front with 100 metres to go. Coming after it is Obscenic. Bradman, Obscenic. Obscenic getting to Bradman. Bradman, Obscenic. Oh, Bradman or Obscenic. There's not much in this. A half a length to Prince Dandan 3rd. A gap then to Gold Boom. He didn't go on with it from Aussie Prospect to Purbright Quality Way. A gap Exponential. Vocalist dropped right out, and so did Flying Josh Dan last.
Great finish number 5, Bradman 750, and
it's a photo between Amin and on the outside Seascape. A dual Group 1 winner over this course and distance is set. And away they go at the 1600. Take or leave it a little slow on the inside, and Super Lad away quickly. Mustang Red heading it off. Going forward, Rembetica and Shearer Claude, the 2 pacemakers in the race. As they settle fully, Shearer Claude bowling to the lead by the 1400. Set up a length and a half on Mustang Red. Rembetica satisfied to sit off the pace 3rd today. A length and a half away Laird's Ace, and they're followed then by Super Lad, who's tucked away over on the inside rail, going past the 1200 metre mark. Over on his outside there is Perfect Bow. Bound, about 2 or 3 lengths then to Above the Law, and getting back on the inside, Take a Leave It with Seasky around him. They're not going all that hard, and at the 1,000-metre mark, Shearer Claude led by about 1.5 lengths to Mustang Red. Rembetica 1.5 lengths away third. Perfect Bound is moving up fourth over on the outside when they head towards the 800-metre mark. 2 lengths behind them is Super Lad. Lairds Ace is up on the outside of Perfect Bound, travelling wide before the turn. Seasky carting it home. Above the Law is between horses. Super Lad is back second last on the inside. He's just in an awkward place coming to the bend, and Take or Leave It is 2 lengths behind him. Pretty well bunched. Only about 6 or 7 lengths would cover the field, and Shearer Claude now quickening the tempo into the home straight. Sets up 1.5 lengths on Mustang Red. Perfect Bound to the outside. Laird's Ace deeper out. Rembetica following the leader through on the rails. Super Lad is running on pretty well. They're reaching the 300. Shearer Claude rolling off the fence. A run for Rembetica. Mustang Red and Perfect Bound on the outside, trying to reach Shearer Claude. Super Lad not doing enough. They're inside the 200. Still Shearer Claude the leader from Rembetica, squeezing up on the inside, and Perfect Bound the outside. Shearer Claude still has it from Rembetica. He's fighting tremendously well, and Shearer Claude wins it a neck to Rembetica, and a head away third on the outside was Perfect Bound. Back behind them to finish was Mustang Red, Above the Law, and then Seasky on the outside, followed by Take or Leave It. Super Lad dropped out again, and Laird's Ace last to greet the judge.
Good fighting win to
number 7. Krista's gone up. For the moment showed plenty of pace to be with the leaders in the AJC Oaks. One would imagine she'd ride the speed again here today. Now coming up is Kalina Raffin, and the field is ready for the oldest classic in the state. Gates back, away they go. For the moment began quickly over on the outside. Behemoth snagged at the start, Tumble Home away quickly. Break the Bank is showing plenty of pace up on the speed early. What a great guy going forward. Our Unicorn settling in the first half of the field. Sky Trist going up as they settle down now, passing the 200 metres, and Sky Trist is racing to the lead. Set up a good couple of lengths in the early stages here from What a Great Guy. For the moment is being hustled forward before the first turn. He's caught 4 wide on it, and the first bend coming up, so the filly favourite's going to be trapped out, running out of the straight. And Sky Trist, the leader, for the moment, getting up into second placing on the outside. Did a bit of work there on the outside of Break the Bank. 1.5 lengths away is Kalina Raffin settling down fourth. 2 lengths to Our Unicorn on the inside of What a Great Guy. Tumble Home finds himself 3 wide and boots forward. Oh, What a Great Guy got a check there, came back and fell back on top of World Cell. King Lap over on the inside of those with Lauderdale, 1 to Pirate Anchor, Gascoigne, and about 4 to Behemoth as they race towards the 1800 metres in the St Ledger, and Sky Trist the leader. What a Great Guy moved up quickly into second placing, 3/4 of a length away. Settling third over on the inside then is Break the Bank, being followed by For the Moment in fourth placing now. 2 lengths Kalina Raffin outside Our Unicorn, and then Wolsell travelling 3 deep. 1/2 length to Tumble Home in the centre, and King Lap the rail. 1 further back is Gascoigne from Lauderdale, Pirate Anchor, and Behemoth is last when the field heads past the 1400. And Sky Trist is the leader by 2 lengths now to What a Great Guy. 2 lengths away third, Break the Bank on the inside of For the Moment. Wellseller's moving up on the outside now, quickly going towards the leaders. 2 lengths further back in the field is Our Unicorn, who has been put to sleep on the inside of Kalina Raffin. Back behind those is Gascoigne going forward 3 wide, and then Tumble Home. Over on the inside of him is King Lap, and they're being followed then by Lauderdale, Pirate Anchor, and Behemoth is last of all by the 1,000 metre mark. Sky Trist by a length and a quarter to Wolsell. A length away on the inside then is Break the Bank. A length and a quarter away on the outside For the Moment. Our Unicorn is 5th on the rail. Here runs Kalina Raffin, and Lauderdale coming around the outside, and that's Behemoth too. He's taken off a long way from home, and he's coming wide to attack for the front now, and then Tumble Home on the inside when they came around the bend, and the field is bunched right up in the ledger, and Sky Trist is going to lead. For the Moment has rushed up into second placing under extreme pressure though. Lauderdale and Our Unicorn. Our Unicorn's coming with a big dash on the outside, then Tumble Home working home well, followed by Behemoth is coming to the outside. For the Moment gone at the 400 metres, and Our Unicorn the leader. Tumble Home and Behemoth laying in is starting to wind up. Our Unicorn runs down to the 200, a length and a quarter in front of Behemoth and Tumble Home. Our Unicorn in front, Behemoth the only danger, 100 out. It's Our Unicorn a neck, Behemoth coming at him, Behemoth getting to Our Unicorn. Behemoth goes home home the best and won. Behemoth beat Our Unicorn by a long head. 3 lengths to Tumble Home third. Then came For the Moment Skytrist, followed by Lauderdale, King Lap, and then back behind them Kalina Raffin, Wellsell and Gascoigne. A break to Pirate Anchor. A long break then to What a Great Guy, and Break the Bank was a bad last.
Number 3, Behemoth, 3-7.
Behemoth, ridden by Darren Gauci, has got up to beat Our Unicorn with Tumble Home third and the outside 2 barriers. Sunny Lane had her in the wrong barrier. She comes up now next to Soulier, so Spectrum can go into her correct gate. Spectrum joins them, so Ascorbic and Miss Tesla, the last 2 to come along. Lights being switched on as Miss Tesla, who's well and truly overdue to crack it for a victory, racing very well. She's had 17 starts without a win though. Now they're all set as Ascorbic took the outside barrier. Ready to break. Baby Boomer on the inside, they're off and racing. Baby Boomer jumped well. Spectrum dropped out towards the rear. Soulier is second last, jumping into stride now. And Sweet Delight in front. Miss Tesla going up quickly on the outside to take her on and run to the lead. Ascorbic is settling third, a length and a half to Lady Baton fourth. Baby Boomer over on the inside, and then 2 lengths further back is Sunny Lane, followed by Soulier and Spectrum last of all, but the pace is strong and genuine. At the 1200 metres, it's set now by Miss Tesla, a length and a half in front of Ascorbic, holding second on the outside of Sweet Delight. A break of 4 lengths to Lady Baton. Over on the rails then is Baby Boomer, 1.5 behind it Sunny Lane. Soulier second last and Spectrum last when they went past the 1,000, and Miss Tesla by a length and a quarter. Ascorbic camped right on the pace second and goes up on the outside to apply a bit of pressure to the leader. A length and a half to Sweet Delight. 3 lengths back is Baby Boomer on the inside of Lady Baton, then Sunny Lane, followed by Soulier and Spectrum last of the 8 coming to the home turn at the 600 metres, and Miss Tesla's going to straighten up about a half on Ascorbic. 2 to Sweet Delight, followed by Baby Boomer and Lady Baton. Sunny Lane 2 lengths away on the inside, niggled at from Soulier and Spectrum. Miss Tesla leads into the straight. She kicked out by 2 lengths Ascorbic. Sweet Delight on the outside into third placing. Miss Tesla's gone away. She's gone 3 in front now. Spectrum pulls to the outside, spotting them a long start. They're inside the 300. Could it be Miss Tesla's day? She's out by 5 lengths now from Ascorbic. Baby Boomer, followed then by Sweet Delight, who can't go on. Sunny Lane is raising an effort. Miss Tesla clear at the 100 metres. They won't get it today. She's 4 in front of Baby Boomer and Sunny Lane, and Miss Tesla wins at last by 3 lengths. Baby Boomer second. Third is Sunny Lane. They're followed by Ascorbic, then Sweet Delight. Back behind those was Spectrum and Soulier. And Lady Baton has finished a very bad last.
Number 3, the winner, Miss Tesla, 290.
Miss Tesla, the winner, ridden by Greg Hall.
73rd one, Sunday.
Getting Belzevere out behind the line. Lights been switched on now. Jugulator and Fighter Bay are both coming up together. And the field looks to be ready to break now. Starter on the platform, about to send them on their journey. They're off now, and the favourite Immigrant began pretty well in the middle of the line. Jugulator away pretty fast. They're going to split here. Fighter Bay, Bento going towards the inside with Belzevere and Golden Tulip. There, the quartet coming down close on the inside. Out on the grandstand side now, an Immigrant had gone across the field quickly, and he and Brawny Spirit, who's showing pace against the outside rail of the leaders. Out there too is Checkmore. Jugulator close to the middle of the course. Coltar behind them, followed by Video Kid, and back behind these in the field when they go past the 600 metre mark is Source of Divorce. The Medic can't keep up with them out on the grandstand side. On the other side of the track now, heading to the 500 metres, Golden Tulip in the centre's gone to the lead over Belzevere. Bento's had enough, and Fighter Bay well off the pace on the flat side rail. Over on the other side now, an Immigrant and Souvant Rouge. Souvant Rouge going to the lead. Jugulator and Checkmore chasing Souvant Rouge, and Golden Tulip holds Belzevere on the other side of the course. 100 metres left to go now, and Souvant Rouge the leader. Here's Coltar coming home well, but Souvant Rouge booted away in the last 100 metres, and Souvant Rouge goes on to beat Immigrant by 2 lengths with Coltar third, Source of Divorce fourth, and they're followed by Jugulator, Checkmore and Video Kid. Golden Tulip next to first home on the flat ahead of Fighter Bay and Belzevere. A fair break then to the Medic, who never came into play. Little Brawny Spirit showed some pace before dropping out to finish second last, and Bento a bad last.
Number 5, Savant Rouge.
Number 5, Savant Rouge, having his first coming into the outside barrier. is locked away and the field is ready. Light flashing. 2,000 for the RSL handicap last for the day. Off they go now. National Law began well. Iteram, if anything, a little slow to move. Royal Caliph out of the barriers quickly. No Need ridden aggressively, and so too is Kaylee Moonlight with the whip flailing in the early part to go up and hit the front with about 1,800 metres to go. Peep on the Sly has settled down with 4 behind him when they go past the 1,700, and Kaylee Moonlight working like the devil has gone to the lead now over Royal Caliph up second. Iteram's not going to let Kaylee Moonlight have a rest. He's gone up quickly into second placing. Settling fourth is No Need over on the outside, followed then by National Law, Oregon Star, Wonder Dolveet. A length further back in the field is Hedge on the inside of As Again, and a half then Peep on the Sly. A break of 2 to 3 lengths to Marcent, Royal Snack, and 2 to Alien Fella. Kaylee Moonlight led the field along the back of the course near the 1,200. 2 lengths in front of Iteram, who dropped in for a trail. A length and a half away in third placing Royal Caliph. No Need is fourth on the outside. About a length to National Law on the inside, followed by Oregon Star creeping a bit closer to the outside. 1 further back in the field is Dolveet. As Again the outside. Hedge buried away on the rail from Peep on the Sly. Then Royal Snack, Marcent, and Alien Fella last 12 from the leader. Heading to the 800 metre mark, and Kaylee Moonlight by 3/4 to Iteram, who's moved up on the outside. A length and a half to No Need, who's been prominent most of the way. Royal Caliph on the inside when they came to the home bend. Back behind those horses then, as they sweep around the turn, is taken to the outside Oregon Star to make a run, and they're followed by As Again, who's gone wide around the home turn. Peep on the Sly is following the leading horses through. They're into the straight, less than 500 to go, and Iteram work to the lead. On the outside, No Need, Oregon Star, and deep out As Again. Royal Snack very wide from National Law. Peep on the Sly trying to get into the clear, has Royal Snack on his outside. Inside the 300 metres now, Oregon Star. Royal Caliph got a run on the inside. No Need, As Again out wider. Peep on the Sly is working home. As Again and Royal Caliph fighting it out with Peep on the Sly joining in. As Again, Royal Caliph. It's Royal Caliph going home a shade the better, and Royal Caliph wanted a long neck to As Again second, and a neck Peep on the Sly third. Running on then was Alien Fella on the outside from No Need, National Law, Royal Snack. Back behind those to finish in the race, Oregon Star and Hedge, who never came into it. Then Dolveet, followed by Marcent. Iteram dropped right out of it, and Kaylee Moonlight finished last of all.
Number 3, Royal.
3 in a photo it is. Royal Caliph, the winner, ridden by Darren Gouch, and that's a treble for the Gouch today. Hasn't he ridden well? Now, about to go into the line now is Sergeant Pepper.